I'm making this video for all those of you who never took up chemistry or never went to school for chemistry or haven't visited a class in chemistry, or for anybody who's beginning to go to school for chemistry. Very, very beginning. For anybody who wants to learn chemistry, it could be anybody at all. This is just to help you understand the beginnings of chemistry. Because maybe you'll fall in love with chemistry, that you actually take up chemistry. Okay? And I will be glad to know that I was one of the stepping stones for you taking up chemistry in the future. It always makes me feel good to know that somebody watched my video and I helped them with chemistry in some way. This is for beginners, very, very beginning. Whether you take up chemistry or you're just a regular person learning chemistry who never went to school for it, just a person who wants to learn. There's lots of people out there who don't go to school or go to a college or who just work at jobs, but they would like to increase their intelligence, their know-how. Well, chemistry is a good way to learn about the sciences, the physical sciences. So this video is to simplify this. I made a video on how for beginners who are taking up chemistry or who are not taking up chemistry but want to learn chemistry, and I took a can of orange crush soda, and I made a video on how to read chemical symbols. Okay, now I'm going to teach you about the atomic number, what the atomic number is, and how to use it. Especially when you read the periodic table of elements from any chemistry book or any science books that may have it, the periodic table of elements. Okay, so let's take the word orange for now. Okay, ORANGE. But before we do that, let me teach you about the atomic number. The atomic number. Right here, let me just miss my pen. The atomic number, okay, identifies each element or chemical element. Okay, or chemical element. All right? It is the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom. Excuse me. So atomic number, okay, that means the number of the atom. The atomic number identifies each element or chemical element. It is the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom. Now, I'm not a good drawer. I don't draw too well, and I write very sloppy, as you can see. That's been my nature. But here, I made a circle, like a bullseye, or a dot board, or I made a configuration of circles. You see right here? And right in the middle is a circle there. See what the arrowhead is? That's the nucleus. Right in the middle of the atom is the nucleus of the atom. See that? Nucleus. Nucleus of the atom. Okay, it is located in the center of the atom. For now, we'll say the center of the atom. Okay, just to simplify of the atom for you. Okay, now I want to draw this again. You see the nucleus where the arrowhead is? Now I want to draw the same thing again. The P stands for proton, and the N stands for nucleus. Not nucleus, neutrons. Let me erase this. And the N stands for neutrons. My mistake. Let me take this off. See, if I didn't rewrite this or reread this, neutrons. So we got neutrons. Neutrons are neutral. They don't have any charge at all. While as the protons have a positive charge. Neutrons, okay, not nucleus. So N is for neutrons, which is not negative or positive in charge. and P is for the protons, which is positive charge. Now, the positive charge. Now, the number of the P, or numbers of proton, is the atomic number of the element. Okay. So, for example, oxygen, OXYGEN. Well, really capital OXYGEN, atom. If you look at it, you see a P there in the middle of the nucleus, but next to the P you see 8. So it has 8 protons, and each proton is positively charged. And they have the neutron in the middle. Okay, we talk about that some other time. This is atomic number. Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. Now, if we take the orange from the Orange Crush, ORANGE, and we cut it down, we see the atomic number of each of the elements. Here's an atomic symbol for oxygen, with a capital O. It has an atomic number of 8. And as you can see right here, you have an 8, you have a P, right in the nucleus of the atom. And then you have the little N. So you have 8 P's. So that the atomic number of oxygen is 8. You got it right here? Okay? Okay. Then we have the R, capital R, and a small a. So when you read the periodic table of elements, or when you study chemistry, if you have 2 letters representing a chemical symbol, the first letter is capitalized, and the second letter, which is the A here, is a small case, A. So you got RA, capital RA for radium, capital RADIUM, and that has atomic number of 88. Okay. Now, if you look at this atom, you see the P right there and the N right there. Now, P has next to it the number 88 because it has 88 protons. Okay. That's atomic number of the atom. That's simple. And each atom, and each proton is a positive charge. Okay. Now, next we have N, capital N for nitrogen, and it has 7 protons, which means the atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So we go down here, we see a P, and we see an N. The P is for proton. The 7 next to it is the number of protons, which is positively charged, which is 7. Right there, see it? The atomic number is 7. Then we have GE, capital G and a small e. And we have atomic number or 32. Atomic number is 32, which means that we have 32 protons in the atoms. And there you go. There's the P, and there's 32. And each proton is positive charge. And there's the N, which is neutrons, which is has no charge at all. Okay? There's more to the neutron than you think. So for now, we're doing an atomic number. And then you got orange. And we got the orange from the Orange Crush. Oxygen, which is 8. Capital RA for radium, which is 88. Capital N, which is 7. With the atomic number of nitrogen, which is nitrogen, it's a capital N. It's going to be capitalized, and that's and N is the chemical symbol for nitrogen, and the atomic number is 7, or the protons in the nucleus is 7. They have a GE. You're going to capitalize the G, make a small e, a capital G and a small e for germanium, and that has 32 atomic numbers, 32 of the atom, and that which means it has 32 protons, positively charged each proton. So now you have it, and there you got the orange, 8, 88, 7, 32, and each of these numbers here, or numbers, or atomic numbers, or you could say the protons in the nucleus, which are positively charged. Now let's look at the periodic table, and let's look at orange now. Let's spell orange, and let's look at orange. Okay, we got the O, which is oxygen, and it has a atomic number of 8. You see it? The atomic number has 8 protons in the nucleus. Then we got, let me go down to Ra, if I can find it, which is radium, I believe. And here it is right here, 88. 88. See here? 88. So it has 88, atomic number of 88, or 88 protons in its nucleus. Then we got N, which is a capital N for nitrogen. And there's the 7 right there. See the 7? That's the atomic number, or 7 protons in the nucleus. Then we have germanium, capital G and a small e. That's where it's written down. See it? Capital G, the first letter. The second letter is a small e, a lowercase. You got 32, and that's the atomic number, which means it has 32 protons in its nucleus. Now the thing about this is that now if you look at the bottom, this bottom here, the number is the mass, atomic mass unit, okay, which is the weight of the whole atom. Okay, now the thing about this is we get to that some other time, but now there you go. And this is the periodic table of elements. This is an old book. Don't worry about this now. It's an old book. The periodic table has changed some. Or some things have been added, some things have been changed, you know the name. But for right now, this is how it is. This is still the same. And it's periodic table of elements, all this area here. And you got the germanium. So what does ORANGE spell? Well, it spells orange. See? It spells orange. And also you can do the same thing with crush, except for the C. You got capital C for carbon, capital R and a small u for ruthenium, capital S for sulfur, and you got capital H for hydrogen. Or instead of having a C, you can have capital C and a small r for chromium, and the capital U for uranium, and then you got the sulfur and hydrogen. Okay, if you go to my video, which how to read atomic for beginners, chemistry for beginners, I have a video that shows a can of crushed orange soda. See here, the soda can here, crushed orange, and it's for beginners, and it teaches you how to read chemical symbols. Next time you go to the store, just point to it. Okay. Oh, C is for carbon, or a capital C and a small r is for chromium. U is for uranium. S is for sulfur. H is for hydrogen, if you're a beginner. Okay, you got that, all right? Do this, and you never have to worry about remembering chemical symbols and atomic numbers and stuff like that, because you would have it. Do it every time you go out. You see a sign, any kind of sign that has the word crush ice, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that, you already know that the CRUSH is a chemical symbol. So is ice. Yeah, so is ice. Ice is capital I, capital C, small e. That's iodine, and capital S, capital C, and small e is cerium. But we'll get that some other time, okay? Crush ice. All right? So there you go. All right? Now, I want to take a picture of everything here again so you know. Let me show it to you. Okay? So you know how it looks. Am I very sloppy? But here we go. The atomic number identifies each element or chemical element. Okay, it is the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom. And here you go. See it? I'm not trying to impress you by using graphics or computer drawing. I'm trying to teach you something. That's what I'm trying to do. If you learn something from this, that's good. So, I'm not out to impress, but I'm out to teach. All right? That's one. Next page. Orange. 888, 732. Oxygen. 8 protons. Atomic number. 8. $88 for radium. 88 protons. Atomic number is 88. 7 P, 7 protons, which are positively charged, which is the atomic number of 7. You got 32 P, 32 protons in the nucleus. That's uranium, germanium, and that has an atomic number of 32. 32 P's in its nucleus. Then you have the neutrons. Now, don't forget, P, protons, are positively charged. When we start to learn about the electrons, which are negative charge, and covalence and sharing, if I decide to teach that, you start to go around the circle here. See this outer circle? You got the nucleus in the middle, and you got the outer shells and subshells. Then we're dealing with covalence and stuff like that. We'll get to it. We'll get to that if I decide to do it. Okay? You let me know if you want me to show you a simple way to do that, but this is just for beginners. Okay? So now you know. P proton, the number of protons in the nucleus is the atomic number of the atom. Okay? Have a good day. This is the Wise Owl 2 coming at you from the sea where I live. Over and out. Orange.